Hello, my friends. Welcome in. We will begin shortly. I just want to make sure we pop up on my screen and I see myself. We are good to go. Happy Thursday, my friends. I hope that you are all doing well, and whether you are new here or returning, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Tammy Savello, and welcome to Cards by TLC, where every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I go live right here on YouTube to show you some fun new projects. I am so sorry for not being able to go live last week. I was totally battling a fun end of summer cold. I absolutely, it was not fun. But we are back and playing with some brand new products today. Not only are we playing with designer paper from the September to December mini catalog, but we also debuted a super fun, hello Jenny, good morning. We also debuted a super fun scrapbooking brochure last week. So I'm excited that we're going to be playing with a page out of that and some designer paper. So if you do not have copies of your brochure, the brochure is only online, so you don't have a hard copy. So you do have access to that to my website. It's off to the right-hand side. If you click down, it'll say catalogs. And then if you don't have a copy of the new mini catalog, please reach out to me. Good morning, Anne. Welcome in. So I am so excited today. We are going to be playing with, we're actually going to be making a sampler. And I'm so excited that they brought back the scrapbooking stuff because I grew up making scrapbooks as a child, as using construction paper. Yes, construction paper. But back in the 90s, I absolutely fell in love with scrapbooking. But then I fell in love with card making, and that scrapbooking kind of took the back seat. So I was so excited that they brought back these, they're introducing these scrapbooking kits. So what are we making today? We are actually making a sampler. So this is, I made this, sorry for the ring light, this is in a frame. So I made this sampler a couple of years ago. So this product is no longer available, but this is my inspiration today. And let me go get I took a picture of what I'm creating today. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I gotta grab my iPad. I realized I took a screenshot of the layout that we are using today, and I kind of needed that. So, really quick, bear with me. So this is the sampler that we, okay, good. I needed this up on the screen. See, this is my quick layout. So quickly did that. So this is a sampler that we're creating today. We're actually going to be creating a sampler for a very, very, very dear friend of mine. She's not on the live right now. She's on vacation. So we're going to create something for her today. So by the time she watches the replay, she'll be able to see what she's getting when she gets back. But so this is the designer paper that we're going to be using today. This is from Snowy Scenes, and this is so cute. Absolutely. You might be able to guess what we're making. Penguins. I'm a snowman girly, so I'm gonna go back and create one for me for a snowman, but this paper is so stinking cute. So we're actually using this piece as our 12 by 12 background paper, and then we are using from the Snow Days scrapbook kit. Absolutely love this kit. Let me just quickly go over this with you. These scrapbook kits are so much fun. It tells you what materials you're going to need, but it gives you the layouts. It gives you 3 2-page layouts, and then it tells you step by step on how to cut your paper. I am so excited. We're actually going to be probably doing this in another live, so stay tuned for that. But I am using this designer paper. And this also comes with some stickers, but we're not using those today. We are actually using the Snowy Wonder bundle from the mini catalog. So we have, it's a photopolymer stamp set. We have all these cute elements and then all these amazing dies that we are die cutting out today. You can create a fun snow globe out of these dies. So much fun. And then also in the scrapbooking brochure, you have a few stamp sets that we're actually going to be using today. So these are great, big, bold sentiments that are fantastic for not only scrapbook pages, but card fronts as well. So we're using that today. We are also going to be using a few labels as well as sentiments from the Christmas labels bundle. And then of course our squares and our circles came from the Stylish Shapes dies. If you do not have a Shapes dies, this is a fantastic Shapes die set to have in your stamping arsenal. So let's go ahead and get started and go over everything. So the pages that I'm using today, I'm using the snow globe for our main outer port 12 by 12. I think I might need to raise this up just a little bit so it's not so close up. That's maybe a little bit better. Then our next layer is going to be this layer of, I think this is Pool Party. And then we have a petal pink color that's going to be our final layer. So that's kind of the layout of that. And the sizes that you're going to want to cut those layers down to. We are going to start off with our 12 by 12. Then our next layer is going to be cut at 10.5 by 10.5. So that lays on there just like so. And then our next layer is going to be cut down to 9 by 9. So that is our layout pages. So let's go ahead and glue that down first and foremost. That way we have the layout pages in place. I found that this is the perfect, I'm going to go ahead and use my seal so it'll go quicker. Otherwise, we're going to be gluing that down forever. I found that these are the perfect sizes for a triple layout. And for those squares to go 3 across. And we're going to be, let me bring in that layout again really quick. So we're going to be going 3 across and 3 at the bottom, and then we have a rectangle piece, and I'll go over the sizes of that in just a minute, and then a third piece. So that is the layout that we're going to be focusing on today. Let me get my picture up, my little cheat sheet here. Okay, there we go. So our next layout is going to be our 9 by 9. Thank you for bearing with me on that. I just had stuff all over the place. And I absolutely hate that I'm covering up these cute elements, but these you can die cut those, or not die cut, fussy cut those out and put those on card fronts as well. So those are our 3 layout pieces. So you've got a nice little border around the whole perimeter. Next up, like I said, we used the Stylish Shapes dies, and for our square pieces we use the largest square. So I have, with the magic of TV and all of our parts and pieces, we have die cut everything out. And let me just kind of get these pieces. So The tree, I stamped and die cut that out. The penguins, I die cut out of that designer paper. Let me just show you really quick that page. So my penguins on this project, the die only cuts out this guy right here and this guy right here. So these are the only two that they die cut out. You can easily fussy cut the other penguins. But what I also did was I took the circle die. I took this size, I think it's the third from the smallest circle die, and I die cut our little penguins out. So we have all these bits and pieces. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to our layout. So let's go over the rectangle piece that I have here, the focal point piece. It's so funny because I'm so used to showing you guys what I have done ahead of time, and to actually explain it as I'm going along. It's a different kind of live. Let's see here. So weird using such big pieces of paper. I know. We are so used to cutting these pieces down to card fronts. So this is kind of like getting my toes back into the whole scrapbooking. I love samplers. I love making home samplers for decor. So this is kind of giving us a step in that direction. So real red rectangle piece, I have cut this at 2.5 by 5.25. Our next layer is going to be in Pool Party, and this piece is cut at 2.25 by 5. And then our final layout piece right here, that's going to have our sentiment on it, is cut at 2 by 4.75. And then the rest are the large rectangle pieces that we have from those dies. So we're just going to kind of lay these out here. And so I have a basic white, I have real red, and I have Pool Party. And these do fit on here. I just got to kind of straighten this out a little bit. And so basically we're going to be just kind of gluing down today of what I have already set up. So we have our basic white, our Pool Party here. And this does fit, I promise you. Basic white. So that's kind of like what the layout is going to look at. The layout is kind of what I'm going for. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do square by square and then lay everything out. So I have our basic white square right here. And then I took the next square size down and I cut that out in petal pink. So we are going to take our little square. I'm going to kind of build the squares over here. We have our little square here. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. I can't wait for you guys to see this. And when my dear friend Patty watches the replay, she'll see what gift we made for her today. But when I saw all this penguin paper, I fell in love with it. So there is our square. And then we're going to take our cute little penguin with our red hat, and we're just going to go ahead and add that to our square. Here we go. And then I have, hold on, let me get all my little bits and pieces over here. I have stamped 2 red candy canes and have already die cut those out for you. So we're going to go ahead and add our candy canes to our squares. Hi, Priscilla. Thank you for joining me, my friend. Hope you are doing so well. I miss you, my friend. Okay, and there's um our little candy canes, and then I have taken our red and white twine and I've doubled that up. And I've made myself a cute little bow that's going to go right there in that corner. So we're just going to take a little glue dot, put that down. Oh, I'm so glad, Priscilla. I hope you like this one today. I don't know if you saw at the beginning, we started out with a 12 by 12 piece of designer paper, and then our next layer is 10.5 by 10.5, and then a 9 by 9, and that's about as far as we've gotten so far. I'm not going to glue this down quite yet. I just want to go ahead and make sure that these top ones are laid where I want them. So there is our first one. Our next one, we are actually going to be doing some heat embossing on that, and we are taking the stamp Snow Day, and that is from the Snowy Wonder. We are, sorry, Let It Snow. We are going to use that. So let's go ahead and prep our background. And we are going to stamp that with some Versamark ink. And we are going to heat emboss. So we're taking my two loves and marrying them together. When I first started card making, heat embossing was my favorite. I loved looking at the magic of the powder melting. And I've just taken our Wow embossing powder and put it in a lovely Dollar Tree container. And then I'm gonna just do some heat embossing really quick. Oh, I'm so glad I'm inspiring you. And we're gonna let the magic happen. Sorry for the loud heat tool. There it goes. Took a minute to, you can kind of see it happening before your own eyes. Okay. That is actually one bottle, yes, Jenny. It may be 2 bottles. I don't remember if I did 2 bottles or 1 bottle. But it may be actually be 2 bottles now that I think about it, or maybe a bottle and a half. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done it. Okay, so there is our heat tool, and my screen over here keeps going blank. I wish my iPad would not go to sleep, but it does go to sleep. So we have our Let It Snow. And then I have stamped and die cut out 2 bear with me. I thought I stamped and die cut out 2 of these guys. It may just be 1 snowflake here. Yep, it's 1 snowflake. Sorry. I am going to stamp and die cut another snowflake out off camera, but there is that. And then our third one, we are going to take the words "Be Merry," And that is from the Christmas label. So we're going to stamp that in red. And it is so fun just kind of trying to, this is kind of like scrapbooking. You're just kind of trying to figure out exactly where you want things placed and how you want it laid out. Samplers are so much fun to make. Okay, and then we have that, and then we have our little penguin that I have die cut out with the paper. And then our tree, we stamped that in garden green. And we have stamped our cute little presents there. So let's go ahead and start gluing down our panels. And then the top row will be done. And I recommend actually using liquid glue on laying down your panels, only because it allows that extra wiggle room. So we got to have Tom working his magic and doing the wiggle so we can lay down those panels. And I just had my little snowflake. And I don't know where that snowflake went. We might be stamping and die cutting some snowflakes on camera today. I literally just had it. There it is. I know you guys are yelling, it's at the top, it's at the top. Well, hello from Germany. Thank you so much for watching. Is your name Stoopsy? Is that your last name or your first name? Welcome in. We are making a sampler today, and I hope that you enjoy it. I think I'm going to put our tree down first, and then we'll put the penguin in front of it. Okay, we have our tree and our cute little presents. And our little penguin. Kind of like it like that. There we go. He's kind of half behind it and half in front of it. And then we're going to lay down this panel. There we go. And I think this next part, we're going to go ahead and work on our rectangle piece. So I'm going to pull this apart and start gluing these panels together. And we're going to be stamping Wonderland. And that is from the Snow Day stamp set. And we're going to use Stamp Wonderland in Real Red. Okay. And this is Pool Party. And then let's bring in our Real Red. And we're going to stamp Wonderland right here off to the left-hand side in the middle. Oh, we're gonna flip that over and try that again. There's always two sides, thank goodness. There we go. Take two. And now we're going to do kind of the same thing right here. We have our little penguin from the designer paper, and then I have stamp and die cut out the tree. And then we have two presents in garden green and real red that we're going to go ahead and do that. Glue that down. There's a lot of gluing today, friends. That's why I kind of wanted to go, oh, I didn't want to stamp and glue. Otherwise, we'd probably be here for a couple of hours. Full disclosure, it probably took me about maybe an hour and a half to make this. But that was like designing and trying to figure out where I wanted these pieces to lie. With samplers. Wow. There are tons of little bits and pieces and die cuts. And with the scrapbooking, you have the stickers that you can use. Those would be fun to use as well, but I just decided to use all stamps and die cutting on this one. Okay, and then we are going to lay that panel like so. And then that's going to lay just like that. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive on this one because I have glued down so many layers. And I just want that to... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that corner with that corner up so it lines up real nicely. And then this is longer than that, but that's perfectly fine. This is going to be our next one, and we are going to take our Season's Greetings stamp set, and that stamp set is from the Snowy Wonder. I'm loving the font on this. It's fantastic, and that is that is stamped in garden green. And I just center stamped that. And I think I might want to, I think I'm going to test that. Okay, good. I know, it is, you know me, I'm a font girl, and the fonts are fantastic. And then I have cut out of the designer paper our cute little penguin holding the gift, and so that's going to go right there. And then I have die cut and stamped and die cut some holly, so that's going to go on this panel. And then we're going to add that right over the top. And that panel is going to go right there. I have seen many layouts of samplers, and I actually have liked this layout the most. This one has been my favorite. We might bring in that sticker sheet and add something right here, but we'll see. I'll get your guys' opinions at the end. So we are going to take this one, and I have actually already die cut out of the Christmas labels dies and stamped winter wishes. What I love about these stamps, let me just show you really quick. These labels are fantastic. They come with 4 different labels, and each label has their own way of doing things. Like this is at an angle. The next one is at a swirl label. So you can see some of the sentiments are swirly, some of them are at an angle, and some of them are straight. So those do fit all of the dies. They coordinate really, really nice. Okay, so we are just going to glue Winter Wishes down just directly on that square. And bring in our layout again. And again, kind of line that up with that. And then bringing in those big fonts again, we have the word burr. So we're going to, let me slide that over just a little bit. We're going to stamp that in Pool Party, or actually we're going to stamp it in Balmy Blue. Balmy Blue is just a little bit darker on fonts or on ink color, and it stands out a little bit more nicely than Pool Party does. So we have the word burr. And then we have our cute little snowman right here. And then I have die cut out from the designer paper, from the background of that designer paper, little snowflakes. So we are going to go ahead and glue our circle onto our square. And we're going to add those cute little snowflakes. Let's go ahead and put that square down. It's kind of important to leave the squares laid out. I know what I'm going to add. If I can find them, I might add they're on back order, I think, until next week, but I have these red and white peppermints. I might be adding the peppermints to the page, but we'll see. Now, when you die cut these ones out, you might want to do self-adhesive sheets just because it's very intricate. But sorry, I have to keep opening up my layout here. Yeah, I'm going to add some of those candy cane. You love this so much, Jenny? Well, I'm pretty sure, I hope, that the recipient loves it as well. Most likely will, because she's obsessed with penguins as much as I am with my slothies. So there is our cute little, she'll be over the moon. I hope so. So here's what I was talking about, like the swirly stamp. It goes directly into those die cuts perfectly. So that's going to go on there, and I'm pretty confident those peppermints. I'm going to make sure that I stamp another snowflake. I thought I had another one, but it seemed to have walked out of this craft room. You guys have little gremlins in your craft rooms that it comes in the middle of the night and steal things? I know I do. I'm confident that we have gremlins. And then we have our layer, our last little square. Let me pull out the sticker sheet. Let's go ahead and pull out the sticker sheet and see if there's anything fun that we can add to this. Let's see, the snowflakes the things might be, that snowflake might work. I don't really see anything that I want to add to this other than the peppermints. So let's go ahead and add some peppermints, because I feel that they're going to add a little bit of fun. Oh yeah, I'm already loving that. Let's gotta put some, maybe a peppermint up here with the candy canes. That is definitely adding some elements to that. I think so too, and I love this. Look how cute. Oh my god, you guys. The peppermints are just adding that little extra stuff. I'm using a lot of them, but I don't care. It's well worth it. So stinking cute. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna probably have to stop here in a minute because I'm really going over the top with these. Is that a good amount, you guys? Let me know in the chat if you feel... Okay, last one. Yes or no in the chat if this is a good amount of peppermints. I am going to add an extra snowflake right there. Maybe a couple of extra snowflakes. I might add a couple of these snowflakes to that. I think I'm going to add some of these snowflakes to this one. But this is our layout. What do you think? Do you like it? Perfect amount of peppermints. Okay, good. I am so glad. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm pretty confident that the recipient is going to love this. I just need to get a frame for it and give it to her. But I hope that you enjoyed this sampler. You love it. Oh, good. I'm so glad, you guys. I want to thank you, Stoopsy, for joining me all the way from overseas. I really appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna probably play with this a little bit later today and add the snowman to that and create a snowman one for me, because I'm a snowman girly. But the penguins are so cute, I might be adding, like, just doing like a winter wonderland type theme. But I hope that you enjoyed this sampler today. And if you do create a sampler, tag me in them because I would love to see what you create. I'm at Cards by TLC on all social media platforms. And I hope that you enjoyed this sampler, and stay tuned for more videos on possibly scrapbooking. So I'm excited to kind of dive into that as well. But I hope